days, and y'all still watch. So I'm just being honest. I'm just asking an honest question. No offense to anyone. I'd like the answer.
We're all going to watch. I have a question for you because I'm,
yes.
Salt Lake is about to premiere. Okay.
Yes.
Can you explain?
And it will have premiered by the time everyone hears this because we're recording 1 week in advance. Go on.
Okay. What is the latest drama with Jen Shah with the cast? I think it's a new cast member coming after her. I'm really curious because Jen Shah listens to this podcast.
Hello. Miss Shah has commented on the IG, on the Behind the Velvet Rope IG. Hello, Miss Shah. We are very welcome to have you listening. Hey, Meredith, my girl. I love Meredith. She's been very good to me in the real world. Came on the podcast twice. Hi, Lisa. You came on once, but you didn't last season. So, girl.
Lisa, come on. We need you.
You know what happens when someone doesn't come on.
We talked shit about him for a minute.
Right.
And
my real opinions come out. Here's the deal. So there's 3 new friends of, and yeah, like, look, it's like kind of what I said. Like one of them kind of came after Jen Shah and they're like, listen, you should pay your mother, the money back you had to borrow, and you should like worry about your own self, and you owe $9 million. I am paraphrasing so many things. I'm exaggerating a little bit. She didn't really mention the $9 million, but she basically said like, girl, you owe money. Like, everything I do is, you're a fucking criminal. And Jen Shah is just like, girl, you're working for free because friend, and she's like, you're a fucking extra, and I don't engage with extras. So look, it's always, if this is authentic and real, great. It's always when someone has a smaller part on the show and they try to create a lot of big drama in the real world. I'm just like, the thirst is real. And that turns me off more than anything. And it turns a lot of people off, actually, just in the world.
Yeah, because as you come on as a friend, you kind of have to pay respect to, those that are holding the peaches and those that are holding the diamonds a little bit. And then you have to shine in your own way, right? I mean, Marlo for years, just with those one-liners, just with those great one-liners, like the friend of the friend, and Marlo earned that peach so much. So yeah, it gives me thirsty vibes, It gives me thirsty vibes.
It gives me thirsty vibes. I mean, I still go back to what I said, and I'm not criticizing you, Jen, and I really appreciate the fact that you're listening. But I just feel, again, why do you even care? Like you have real, like you've gotten your money from the season. Yes, you get you get the money at the reunion, the bonus, you get paid for the reunion at the reunion, the bonus, there's money to come, but you've been paid the majority of your salary for the season. Why do you care? There is no extra money for Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Clubhouse, social media that we don't know about, that's being invented by the masterminds behind the closed doors. Whatever social media it is, you're not getting paid more. So, speaking to Page Six and trashing, going on a podcast and trashing, come on the podcast. So there's no more money. So why aren't you focused on your family and what is to come in your real life, which is so much bigger than this stupid fucking reality show or network or anything? This is like, girl, like,
yeah,
who is going to visit you when you are away? Who? Which one of these people? The executives at Bravo? Are they coming? Is Andy Cohen coming? Is Andy Cohen going to visit her?
No. I mean,
maybe one or two castmates. Maybe I would say Heather Gay might visit her.
I mean, we're probably talking 5 to 7 years. The first year, there's going to be a lot of interest. Maybe year 2, a book comes out. I would, lots of times you can do exclusive interviews from jail. Maybe you're getting that year 2 of the jail sentence. But I mean, year 4 rolls around, year 5 rolls around. I mean, we don't even know if these housewife franchises will exist in 5 years. I mean, I don't know. It is interesting. Jen, though, totally captures my interest. I mean, she is great television. And I'm just so excited for this season to start. I can't wait to see how it goes down.
And I do agree with what you said about, like, look, I thought Salt Lake was good. I think it's great now. And it would have gotten there regardless. Like last season, that dinner scene where they were on vacation and Meredith is like, don't talk about my fucking family. And then Lisa's flying off in the hot mic. Everybody is bringing it. It's a great cast. I think we would still be here if it wasn't for this Jen Shah scandal. But yes, that certainly put this fucking franchise on the map. And Jen is great TV. I mean, she's unhinged on the show. So
it's so good. I mean, I do very interesting about Mary Cosby as well. You know, I think, did we touch upon this? You know, all there lawsuit. Was a lawsuit against her and that church, right? For misusing funds.
Well, there was another lawsuit, which was just dropped, that she housed a runaway and they were saying, you know, I guess like she was aiding and abetting and contribute, like that was dropped. I think Mary is a legend.
You know, will we see Mary back in some way? No, I don't know. It's always the kiss of death when you don't show up to a reunion, which that's what happened. So I don't know, but interesting. I mean, she's vindicated, I guess, you know, from all that. So maybe there was no criminal stuff. And, you know, if that's the case, I apologize 100% to Mary, because I thought Mary quit more because, you know, she was going to be next with financial issues and legal issues. But it looks like Mary, you know, I think things are turning around. So I was probably wrong. That sounds actually correct.
I think Mary, I loved Mary on the show. I loved Mary on the show. You know, Jenny Naguit has spoken out against Mary recently.
Really?
Like, you know, I was, you know, basically, let's just paraphrase again. Just, you know, like I'm justified, and you know, she's this, I have to find the exact things that she said, but Jenny Naguin was like, you know, Mary, you know, I'm justified in the fact that she's like this and that and all this other stuff. I guess that doesn't really tell you much, right?
Interesting.
I mean, it's like this Jenny, listen, she's another one, Jenny Naguin, who has said at times, like, I don't want to talk about like Bravo anymore. Look, there are really people that don't want to talk about this ever. And you know what their names are? Alex and Simon Van Kempen. Okay. Like they're not coming back to the reboot. And I mean, Carlos King says a housewife has never turned down a offer ever, but I mean, listen, David Yontef just got Allison Dubois after 3 years. I've tried. They are the most respectable, very polite, but they do not want to step behind the velvet rope. They are not interested.
Well, that's too bad.
I have tried.
You give people I think a very fair, I mean, your questions are awesome. And I think you always give a very fair interview. I mean, it goes viral, so maybe that's why they don't want any more attention.
I mean, like, I think even if I said we don't have to talk about housewives, I mean, granted, then what's the point? I mean,